It's your boy Drew back from podcast Conversations with the Brothers. Hey, look, just gonna make this really quick today. Yesterday, we know that our country bombed Venezuela again. It also abducted their president and the president's wife. So then we're going into foreign countries, okay, bombing them without a declaration of war, without authorization from Congress, stealing their president, kidnapping the president rather, and then bringing them back to our country for trial. Just imagine if some country was bold enough to try that with President Trump. Just imagine. I think that'd be quite a problem. So we're starting to believe that this country can do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, whether lawful or not. They don't care. You invade private sovereign country, violate them, abduct their president, and think that's cool. Expect no repercussions. I'm telling you guys. Me personally, I'm not going anywhere with any crowds, large crowds. I'm avoiding it at all costs. I guarantee you right now, there are all kinds of so-called terrorist cells around the country warming their fiddles up. Guaranteed. We got to start taking this stuff serious because clearly our government doesn't give two flicks about us. We're in line as American citizens to possibly be killed or be victims of different attacks because of our government. Our government does enough bullcrap to us right here as citizens. Now they're creating and poking the bear and lighting another fire. It's crazy. They are lighting another fire, that they aren't going to be put out. They can't put out every fire, I can tell you right now. And I know by the day, American allies are looking like, wait a minute. Man, we don't agree with them. Might we be next? They have to be thinking like that. But I'm telling you, as much as we like to believe that we're invincible, as much as these people in power want to believe they're invincible, everything is meant to end sooner or later. Everything comes to an end. Every bully meets his match. And what they're doing now is nothing more than bullying. From these so-called ICE raids, the countries that they're attacking seem to be brown and black. Venezuela, Nigeria. I mean, the track record is there. Who are they sending back to immigration mostly? To ICE. Tan, dark-skinned people. They're trying to change this to an all-European type country. When they're on basically stolen land. I'm sure the natives at one time, looking back, saying, damn, we should have had an immigration policy too. As soon as we saw them first ships, we should start deporting them. They were probably thinking that. So my thinking has always been, what gives a man the right to tell another man or woman where they can live peacefully? Who gives you the right? God gave us freedoms. We should look to no man or no group for freedoms. That was given us by God. Some things you just have to fight for. Sometimes you have to let people know, hey, look, this is what I'm entitled to. God gave me this. I'm not explaining anything to you. I don't have to. Who are you? We have way too much government in this country. From state, local, all the way up to the feds. Way too much. And they're doing too much, but too little. They seem to think that police officers, agents of the government, have some type of authority over the citizens. They don't. The only exception that any police officer or any government agency has any authority over you is if you're breaking laws. If you're not breaking laws, they don't have any authority over you. Technically, they don't have any authority over you. I mean, their thing is just self-explanatory. Immigration. But yet I see this immigration police and people claiming immigration police wearing masks and other things, approaching vehicles, pulling people in the vehicles, in some cases whooping their hind parts. I mean, look, I hope it never happens to me or any of you that's listening. But if you're riding in your vehicle with your kids and some fools roll up on you with masks and drawing guns and surround you, what are you going to try to do? You're going to be fearing for your life. Most of you, if I know I would, I'd hit the gas, I'd try to get away too. Goes all the way back to slavery, how some of the slaves must have felt when they're being hunted down by the so-called slave patrols, aka the police. You one man, one woman running, and all of a sudden you find yourself surrounded by 7 armed individuals, some with masks, whose intent is to do you harm. Fight or flight. Either you're going to commence the shooting or you're going to commence the running. You got to make your choices. It got to be quick. But you should never have to make either one of those decisions, because we're all meant to be free. Free of government overreach. Free to believe what you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Life is simple. I live by these simple rules my whole life. I don't bother anybody, they don't bother me, and it's kept me under trouble all these years. But to us, is just speaking as a black man for a second, as a black man, one of the things that I'm really concerned about is this thing of so-called black on black crime. I want people to understand there's no such thing as black on black crime. There's just crime. White people kill white people. Mexican people kill Mexican people. Chinese people kill Chinese people at the very same rates. It's about proximity. It's who you grow up around. That's all it is. That's just a narrative created by the media to instill fear of black people. And it's worked. It worked very, very well. They're still following the Willie Lynch concept to this very day. And we don't even understand it. Now, some of you may or may not know what the Willie Lynch letter is that I'm talking about. Some of you guys should actually Google the Willie Lynch letter and read that. And then you tell me if that's not true. Exactly true. Exactly what we're dealing with as a people. Find more ways to separate us from each other than a little bit. And it's constant. We bicker with each other over the dumbest things. We're ready to fight, kill for the dumbest things. Including money. That's the biggest thing. You're basically hurting or killing somebody over toilet paper. Come from the same tree. You just been convinced that the money and the toilet paper have different value. You just convinced that. Same tree. Whereas if you went back to Africa and some of these other dark nations, they had minerals, resources that can sustain it. The only thing we really have here in America, in the United States, paper, trees. Trees so they can make their money, that they can brag and push down everyone else's throat as their God. That's what they have. The nation seems now to have no morals, no common sense, no decency. Just leave people alone. Let people live, man. It's not that hard. But black people, we got to stop fearing each other. Start stepping up, man. We walk by each other a lot of times. Don't even look, don't speak. Greet your brother or your sister when you see them. Greet them properly. Don't mean mug them. You're doing all this stuff and don't even know why. Trying to be tough. Trying to be hard. Every black man, every black woman, whether you accept it or not, is your family. Start treating them like family. You see how the rest of the world treats us? You're in the same boat. Why would you want to treat your own people the same way that other people have been abusing your people? Mentally, physically, verbally. Why would you want to do that? Only because that would be a weakness within yourself. You got to toughen up. Definitely toughen up. Learn to love each other and respect. We need to start doing things together. Events, like fighting, all this other nonsense. We can do without that. Start building your communities through the job market. If you're a plumber, teach somebody plumbing. HVAC, teach someone HVAC. Teach trades. Trades is what builds and sustains nations, not so much college. College is not bad, but I'd much rather have a trade, a skill. It's invaluable. Think about that. This is your boy Drew, and I'm out.